Woo!
I've been meaning to get around to review these jeans. I'm very happy with them. These are the Newfacelook jeans, 14-ounce men's from Amazon. I'm 6'3", 180 pounds. These are the 34 by 34. One of the things I really like about the jeans from the get-go is they do leave you a pretty good deal of extra material at the bottom. So you see they're tight enough in the cuff that they're not actually dragging the ground or anything, but it does leave me that extra length so that when I'm in the riding position, that bend in the leg pulls up a lot of the material. They still hang low and they aren't up around my shins like built jeans that I have are. Additionally, in comparison, I think these look a little bit better. I'm not normally a fan of black jeans compared to blue jeans. I'm also not a fan of the pre-fading they have on the thighs here and also kind of on the butt and the back, but I will say overall they look much better. One thing I think they did wrong, the stitching here was not this orange color. The whole point of the jean for me is to go low-key and for people not to know I'm wearing a motorcycle pant or anything different or weird. Just by chance, I do happen to have those built iron workers right here. The iron workers have, you know, numerous extra stitching and things that make it really obvious where it's reinforced and how. Again, here's strange lines on the butt you wouldn't see in normal jeans, things like that. These jeans don't have that, but they still do make it a little bit obvious that you got some Kevlar down the side there on the knee here. Speaking of Kevlar, I'll flip them out inside out later. Maybe I'll post that here. And I think the Kevlar coverage is much better than it is on the other jeans. What I've done here is I've actually turned the jeans inside out so you can get a good look at what parts are actually covered in Kevlar and which parts aren't. A lot of companies try to claim that Kevlar is hot and that they don't put Kevlar throughout the entire jean to save you from being uncomfortable. Honestly, I think it's just a cost savings. Regardless, all that matters is that they have those key spots covered. So what you'll see is, like other jeans here, they've come up too high, and this is kind of a waste of material because I'm not going to make contact this high up. What I really want is I want to extend this Kevlar further down the leg because of that bent riding position. You will see they did a good job extending it to the inside, the center line of the knee, as well as the pretty generous portion here on the side, the hips, and typical seat pattern there, no changes. The other thing I forgot to mention earlier that I'll come to now is that it did come with some knee pads. I can't remember if it actually came with knee pads or if it came with just the pockets for them. You do have these Velcro pockets down here should you want to add knee pads, but I think turning them inside out really shows you a good view of how, in my opinion, and the reason I took them out, they're basically worthless. What they do is they position the knee pad to be directly on the front of your knee. What's going to happen is that's perfect if you're working on your bike or if you're in a normal situation where you don't have anything between your legs, and when you fall down, you fall to your knees. The problem is when you go down on a bike, unless you have the foresight to jump off or you have enough time and opportunity, you're not going to fall straight on your knees like this. You're going to be going down on your side, and that's why if you look at suits and things, they may have knee pads on the front, but the sliders they put on the outside of the knee over here, and you're never going to get those in that position. I've tried constantly kind of pulling the jeans over, trying to rock it off and then lock into that position so the pads are held off to the side. It doesn't work. Give up on it. It's a waste of time. Again, my concern, the way the pads are set up too, if you were to get in a wreck, that lump is going to get rocked off by the pavement in your slide, and then you're going to be sliding through the jean on the other side anyways. Just a thought. 14 ounce doesn't make them too differently hot than any other jean you're going to be wearing. Definitely not waterproof. The other thing I like is that they are a regular jean pocket. They're a little bit tighter than I would like, not quite as lax fit. They're actually the same shape and position as normal jean pockets, whereas you can see with the built iron workers, they kind of went with this slash cut here. They have some extra rivets and things that just are not typical of the jean. They've got the zipper on the back here for your jacket in case you want to zip other gear into it. None of that's on these. These are basically just normal jeans with rubber stitch into them. So that's all I got. Thanks for watching.